Hello, I'm the Doctor. I wish I was the Doctor. Funnily enough, that's the title of this episode, I believe. Not I wish, but this is called The Wish. This is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Hello, everyone. Liam Catterson here, and you might be wondering what is with me dressing up as 11. Because as of recording, it's Halloween week, and I'm not going to get the opportunity to dress up as 11 on Halloween itself because I'm going to be Joker. So I thought, why not record an episode of Buffy as 11? Because someone did raise the interesting prospect about you should, like, when I watched the Halloween episode and I had that tirade about the fact that I could have become a Time Lord, someone asked, you should dress up as 11 for Halloween, not for Halloween, but for Buffy around Halloween. And I accepted because the 11 costume is awesome anyways. And I've got a few new additions to the costume this year. Like this. Fezzes are cool. As well as my Sonic. So maybe I should just, like, go the duration with the fez on. I mean, it's going to be a bit uncomfortable with these on. But, yeah, I should just do that. Anyways, so that's why I'm dressing up as, in my opinion, the best incarnation of the Doctor. We can agree to disagree, but yeah. Last episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it was a very tasty one. Spike returned, heartbroken with him and Drusilla no longer being an item, and I was heartbroken as well because those two were amazing. Speaking of couples, some fractured as well in this in the last episode with Willow, with the truth about Willow and Xander being outed, with Cordelia and Oz catching them in on the act, and Cordelia giving me Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. flashbacks, not nice flashbacks as well, with the fact that she nearly died. It didn't help with the funeral as well. The funeral fake out, that was horrid, but thankfully Cordelia's alive. She's not 100% okay, but I mean, it's better than the alternative where I'm just completely distraught about losing Cordelia because I am growing more to liking her. So yeah. But yeah, it was a very intense episode last time out. So this is episode number 9 of season 3 for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Geronimo.
Oh god, demon, what kills a demon?
God damn, what the hell is this, like, what's Squidward doing to Buffy?
Oh, Nerf.
She's not SpongeBob, she might be blonde, but she's not SpongeBob. Jesus.
But you know what really bugs me? Okay, we kissed. It was a mistake. But I know that was positively the last time we were ever gonna kiss.
Darn tootin'.
And they burst in, rescuing us, without even knocking? I mean, this is really all their
Xander!
fault.
Oh my god.
Your logic does not resemble our Earth logic.
Exactly.
Mine is much more advanced.
Hi, Cordelia. If you get the chance, if we can talk, I'm here. Hey again.
I kind of want to give her, I want to give her a hug, honestly.
You look amazing. Oh, you have to meet Anya.
Now
She just
she's...
moved here, and her dad just bought, what was it? Oh, a utility.
Anya's a demon. I'm kidding.
I'm pretty sure he won't cheat on you. At least not for a while. Plus,
So they're
he's
taking
got
the
a
piss out of
chill
her.
moped.
Screw you, Harmony.
But I told you what I need. So I can't help feeling like the reason you want to talk is so you can feel better about yourself.
That's pretty
It's not
much
my
it,
fault.
isn't it? Oh, he's the one that was, well, apart from Cordelia, the most injured from this.
About him. I am past it. I am living my life.
Still, I mean, don't you kind of wish?
I don't wish. I act. Starting now, Xander Harris is gonna get a belly full of just how over him I am.
Which I'm not trusting that girl. Oh no, no. You know what? You're actually trash.
You know what I've been asking
Harmony.
myself a lot this last week? Why me? Why do I get impaled? Why do I get bitten by snakes? Why do I fall for incredible losers?
Why is bad
And
luck
you know,
happening?
I
I've
think I've
been on that
finally
train.
figured it out.
Don't you wish?
I never would have looked twice at Xander if Buffy hadn't made him
What's her
marginally
deal?
cooler by hanging with him.
Really?
Yeah, I swear. I wish Buffy Summers had never come to Sunnydale.
Yep, she's a demon! Oh, shit!
Xander Harris, he's miserable, right? And that Willow freak he hangs with, not even a blip on the radar screen, right?
Well, yeah. They're dead.
Oh, shit! This is literally be careful what you wish for, because if Buffy wasn't around, life in Sunnydale would be a lot darker.
Talking about.
Bored now.
Well,
This is the part that's less fun.
When there's Bizarro Land and you guys are still together? I cannot win!
Probably not.
But I'll give you a head start.
oh my god! Willow's a vampire! No!
Love this part.
Oh my god, what is... This is not right! This is wrong! This is wrong!
You love all the parts.
Oh!
Ah, Xander. Willow. Hungry? I've lost my appetite for this one. She keeps looking at me. I'm trying to eat and she looks at me.
Oh my god.
Go on.
Oh, this is a sight I don't want to see. This is... Willow!
You're in a big cage.
They've got...
Not too bright.
God damn it. I don't like... I don't like
So you're a
this.
watcher.
I honestly don't.
Watch this.
Ah! What? Ah! Oh my god. So what's gonna happen with like...
Wait a moment.
Take it! Wish for things to go back to normal! Please tell me Cordelia was... Yeah, she will still be alive.
The opening will commence as scheduled.
So, you're pleased?
Ecstatic.
Then, can I play with the puppy?
Be my guest.
Why is she being Drusilla? Why?
Well, it's gonna make it bark. Oh. Maybe I went too hard on you last time.
Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no.
Too hard?
Ah, come on. Why is it always Giles that gets knocked out? Oh? Wait, do we have our Slayer? Buffy, please, please.
Buffy Summers?
That's right. Want to tell me what I'm doing here?
Ooh.
World.
You're taking an awful lot on faith here, Jeeves.
Giles.
Jeeves.
Kill the bad fairy. Destroy the bad fairy's power center, whatever. And all the troubles go away.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's not that simple, but...
The world is what it is. We fight, we die. Wishing doesn't change that.
Holy shit,
believe
she's
in
more
that.
hardened.
Go ahead.
Parts. He lives on the outskirts of town in an old club.
You know where he lives, and no one's ever tried to take him out?
People have tried.
Good luck.
Well, point the way. Might as well do some good while I'm in this town.
You can't just walk in there and...
Jeez,
You want to stay here and
Buffy.
play make-believe, fine. Not gonna be any help to you anyway.
All these
Only one thing I'm
differences
good
in
at.
our
At
in the
least let's
characters that
muster
we
some
love.
kind of force.
I don't play well
Scary.
with others.
My destiny.
This is a get in my pants thing. You guys in Sunnydale
Jesus.
talk like I'm the second coming.
Yeah, you want to hide
You
that.
gotta be kidding me.
Wait! I won't hurt you.
No, you leave that to your master.
You don't believe I want to help you.
Yeah, he's
Believe I
seen
want
some
him dead.
days. The harvest. Oh my god. Oh no, Xander! I love how she just casually was like, "Badoo."
Uh-oh. You got out.
I don't like this Willow. I don't.
This is the world we made. Isn't it wonderful?
No, it's not! Only a psycho gets off to this. This is wrong. God. Only time we see this happen to Willow. Only time. This has to be reverted back every... Oh, shit.
You trusting fool. How do you know the other world is any better than this?
Yes, have faith.
Because it has to be.
What could be worse than this at this point? This is wrong. I don't want to live in this world.
No.
Oh, shh.
And I wish that Xander Harris never again knows the touch of a woman. And
See,
that
that would have been
Willow
less
wakes up
harmless.
tomorrow covered in monkey hair. In fact,
That would have
I
been
wish
less
all
harmless, but
men,
I mean...
except maybe the dumb and the really agreeable kind, disappear off the face of the earth. That's
Jesus Christ,
just
Cordelia's going Thanos, like... You know what? I wish I had the Infinity Gauntlet. I wish I was a Time Lord. See? Holy damn, that was mental. Oh my god, that was not normal. That was... Well, of course it wasn't normal, but... There was so much to take from that episode because of how wrong it was. Willow was going full Drusilla. Speaking of which, I wonder what would have, like... This... Oh my god, this is, like... That was crazy. That was super, super crazy. Like, every time I just saw Willow on screen, I just, I just couldn't hold back but say, this is wrong. Because it was wrong. And it was wrong seeing Drusilla be all, not Drusilla, well, Willow being all Drusilla-like, because she was being all Drusilla-like. So, yeah. And then the Master Vampire returns, which is very, very interesting. Like, I'm assuming it would be the same time frame as season 3 at the minute. It's not season 1, but like I guess without Giles being that watcher for Buffy, Buffy would be incredibly weak again, because I think she put up a bit of a longer fight with the first season. I mean, yes, he still killed her, but I think I don't know how she would have fared today, like with Giles guiding her, compared to the world that we saw in this episode, which was don't like it. I do not like that world, but I guess it's the moral of the story. Be careful what you wish for. I have to switch the light on in a minute. Oh, it's getting a bit dark. That was phenomenal. That was... My God, that was an episode. That was certainly an episode. I really, really loved going through that episode. And it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. And it was beautiful at the same time. But it was kind of like, for a couple of reasons, bewitched, bothered, and bewildered. It was crazy. You just loved it. You hated it. It was mental, and how they managed to cram so much in half an hour, and they made it flow well is really, really something. And I think it just proves how great the show is because, um, I've seen shows where they deal with alternative universes because I'm a sucker for alternative universes, and there's stuff like Flashpoint, which pissed me off so much because I loved Flashpoint point to bits and pieces from the comics, and when the CW did it, it was bullshit. It was, you know what? I wish Flashpoint's CW that never got invented. No, it was a terrible mess. I feel, and it should have spanned for several episodes. And that's what I always feel with alternative universe episodes. They should span out for like several episodes. But I think that it managed to flow well in this episode because it was quite hectic, um, especially at the end where we had that fight, which I thought was absolutely beautiful. They crafted together the best ingredients, I feel, for that scene. You had everyone getting off with Xander and Willow, which was, yeah, like your mind was all over the place during that scene. It was all over the place in this episode alone, but it was seeing like Willow and Xander just getting off, seeing Buffy getting off again. But I guess that's living to the prophecy, isn't it? Because Buffy Summers dies by by not the Watcher's hands, by the Master's hands. She did in the original universe, and she dies by his hand in the alternative universe as well. So that's a nice little touch as well. Um, Angel getting killed. You had that beautiful music playing in the background. It was in slow motion. Giles with that speech as well, by him saying, with Anya saying, "How do you know that the other world will be better than this one?" And then Giles says, "It has to be," which I think resonates so well with the horror and despair we see in Buffy today. It's nothing compared to what we would get in this alternative universe. So I really, really like that touch there with that comment. But yeah, I am interested to see if we're going to see more Anya again, because it seems like, because even though she can, like, she's no longer the giver of wishes and all that jazz, she still contains that malice, and it's not like she's been done and dusted in terms of like she's killed. We're not seeing her again, so she's still sticking around, it seems, but she can't do her wishes. So yeah, and she obviously remembers everything, but I don't think anyone else does. Cordelia especially, because um, we flashed back to our universe, and it was with Cordelia in her tirade of wishes that she wants. I think Buffy not existing would have been even worse as well, because that's the thing with this wish. Cordelia didn't. Well, at first she didn't wish she was dead, and I was thinking during the episode, well, it could have been worse. I mean, she could have said that, it's not like she wished Buffy out of existence. And I speak too soon because that was her second wish, actually. And yet Anya didn't stick around. Like, Anya was like she didn't wait it out to hear what else Cordy had to say. Otherwise, she could have I wonder how many wishes though. Like she could have granted, like an eternal wish or something, like, I don't know, but it was mental. It was really, really mental. And Buffy still appeared in this episode despite not moving to Sunnydale, and it was so crazy seeing all the different personalities, but I was so stoked seeing Buffy's personality as well. Like, she wasn't a vampire compared to Xander and Willow, who had different personalities, but she was more hardened. She was brutal, cold, and I think it shows that how I think that shows how much Buffy needs her friends there. same with the Master Vampire when he killed her in season 1. If her friends weren't there, then she would have been dead. She had no friends in this universe, so she would remain dead. And then again, it's hard to come back from a. So yeah, but the point still stands. Buffy with her friends is a different aspect to Buffy being all cold and isolated. So yeah, Willow though, like we're not talking about her. She was channeling her inner Drusilla there, but I'm not gonna lie. I got a bit flustered with her getup. She was like smoking, definitely. But yeah, I liked the different personalities, and I didn't like at the same time. I didn't like uh, in the aspect of it was creepy. It's not like I had anything controversial to say about their differences. I thought they were absolutely terrifying, and I do find the irony in Xander donning the leather with his obvious frustrations. Is my bow tie okay? I think it is. With his obvious frustrations to Angel. So yeah, but it's the vampire look. It's awesome. Speaking of Angel, I was so curious to find out what would happen to him, because obviously we found out in Becoming Part 1 that he did follow Buffy, but it turns out he had to wait for Buffy in this universe rather than follow her on her journey. So yeah, but still, it's pretty interesting how we still get to see Angel fractured, like we have done in these last couple of episodes of Buffy since he returned to hell. But this is a different way. This is him tortured in a different way rather than him going to hell. This is Willow torturing him. So yeah, it was really interesting to see Angel in this like episode being like the Willow's puppy. That was creepy. I'm also curious to see, would Jenny still be alive in this alternative universe? Because if Angel and Buffy, like, to quote Buffy, if Angel didn't get into Buffy's pants, Jenny would still be alive, surely, and I think she would be a very interesting addition to the White Hats. So yeah, unless she got turned, I'm not so sure, but yeah, I would think Jenny would still be alive in this, but yeah, it was really surprising as well to see Cordy getting offed, because I expected this episode to have Cordy realize that Buffy, like having Buffy around makes this world even safer, even better. Um, I expected that was going to happen. Like it would be a bit cliche, but Buffy is like the show is steering away from the cliche by having Cordy offed so quickly by Xander and Willow. Like you wondered, like Cordy's the only one, like surely she's the only one who um is not affected by this whole Flashpoint scenario. So she's going to be the one to turn back the clock, to bring life back to normality, and then she gets off. But it made sense with Giles as well, like seeing her corpse, and it was like, wait a minute. So yeah, which then led to that beautiful admission from Giles. This world, this original world, it has to be better. So yeah. Um, so yeah, I really loved how, Cordelia's involvement. I did really love how the first half was filled with Cordy and her processing that heartbreak, and yeah, I liked how that was separated. We had Cordy processing her heartbreak in the first part, which led to her wishing Buffy didn't exist because she blamed Buffy for the whole incident with her and Xander, which I think it's a bit I think it's a bit of a stretch, but I think Cordy isn't thinking clearly. Like she even regressed into um going back to Harmony as well when she was a complete bitch, and she was in this episode. So yeah, like I'm glad that we do get a bit of Harmony, should I say, but like she was a complete bitch, and Oh, I just hated her. I wanted to yeet her so bad. Um, but yeah, like I said, it was great because Cordy was all alone, so she's forced to regress back to where she was before the Scoobies. And I felt it was very heartbreaking when she was cutting the pictures and she had that group picture with Buffy and Willow and Xander. I thought that was I think it shows how far that Cordy has come along with the show, especially my love for Cordy now. Like I really, really do love Cordelia so much. And I just wanted to give her a hug so bad. Like, I didn't want to see Cordy all alone, and I didn't want to see Cordy so heartbroken, and yeah, I just wanted to just jump into the TV screen and give her that hug, because the poor girl did not deserve that heartache, and nor did Oz, but Cordy is the one most injured by this, I feel, with, well, not just her being impaled, but she loved Xander. She ditched Harmony and Co. because she fell in love with Xander, and she had all of those sacrifices. She put up with Xander's shenanigans and all that jazz, and only for her to be betrayed. It was really, really heartbreaking. And it doesn't help that Xander lacks that responsibility. Like, even if he's joking about the fact that he's right, it's still not appropriate to make this all about him. Like, he needs to realize that he betrayed Cordy, that cheating is wrong, that he robbed her of happiness because of his own selfishness. Um, I don't even feel so bad for Xander. Willow, I do feel a bit more towards because at least she's trying to be better. But I liked how Oz was like, I needed some time to think, and he was telling Willow that you getting over it, like you trying to resolve this and not allowing me that time to think. If you wanted to sort your feelings out there and then, it would only benefit you. It's something to make you feel better. But what about the injured party? What about me? So I really, really thought that Oz was very appropriate there by saying, I get that you're wanting to have this water under the bridge thing, but I need time to think things through because you hurt me. So it was great to see Oz shun her away. Like, I do like Willow, and I love her. She's an adorable cinnamon roll. But like this season, she's been on, like, there's been a few occasions where I've been let down by Willow. And I'm not so sure. I do have a kind of a theory as to why that might be, because previous seasons, I've not really had anything bad to say about Willow. I thought she's been adorable all the way through, but there's been a few occasions, not just with her, like, her shenanigans with Xander, but in episode 2 as well. There was a bit of I know that I had a bit of a mini rant about Willow and her selfishness there. I have a theory that, especially with how this season is also empathizing so much on her becoming more of a spellcaster, I'm not so sure if it could be something mundane, like she is putting all of her eggs, like she's juggling everything on one plate. She can't handle everything that's going on with Oz. Yeah, something like that. But I do have a feeling that it's not that, and somehow her practicing spells is corrupting her mindset, where she has that brief moment where she's not Willow in a sense, but like 99% of the time she is, but she has that one slippage where she acts a bit more unnatural. So yeah, and then we basically got to see a bit of a natural Willow in this episode with creepy Willow. Oy. Um, but yeah, like I said, I think she's been acting a bit reckless this season. Um, so I'm not so sure if that's down to like the spell casting corrupting logic in some degree. Um, but yeah, I'm like glad that Willow is at least accepting some responsibility. Like she is like at least not going the Xander way, where he's like. So yeah, basically that's what he's going like. He's going to this whole situation. He's not taking that responsibility. So yeah. Um, but yeah, it was really, really great stuff. This episode, I really, really enjoyed going through how corrupt, like, what I also loved, like, I mean, I said this earlier, it was like there were some like similarities to Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered, but there's also another parallel to that episode, and that was down to how Cordy and Xander tampered with the material plane for their own desires. When Cordy broke Xander's heart, you had Xander performing his own wish, like with the love spell. He tampered, I guess, with the material plane because everyone was affected. Like even Drusilla was affected, so he tampered with the material plane. Like, not exactly a wish spell, but it was still a spell that affected everyone, like affected the people, well, affected a lot of people. He manipulated life for his own benefit, basically, in layman's terms. And the same with Cordy, like she manipulated life for her own desires, with the fact that she wished Buffy was not around. And well, then she went on further, so yeah. But no, I really, really thought this was a fascinating episode. Yeah, it was just really, really good. It was also very interesting to see like people like Larry be, people like Larry being involved with the White Hats. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else, because I think there was something else on my mind, but I'm not so sure. But it was a great episode. I absolutely love how stunning it was. It was, and crazy. I was not ready for this. I was not ready to see how hectic it was. The Master Vampire returning was great as well, because it wasn't forced. It actually felt natural. It felt so natural to the wish spell. Like, it wasn't forced whatsoever, because that's what would happen. The Master would rise in, I'm assuming, the harvest, and he would be successful if Buffy wasn't around to stop him, or wasn't around to stop the people at the Bronze. So, or Luke, should I say? Yeah, was it Luke? Yeah. But it was really, really great to see the Master return, and like, because I do find him to be a very fascinating character, and like I said, it doesn't feel forced whatsoever. All of his appearance, well, but his two appearances, should I say, since his death, have not felt forced, because with the Master Vampire, like with that brief scene and all that jazz in, well, not just that, but his remains, it makes sense. Like, they were trying to bring the Master back, which is understandable. They followed the Master Vampire, so yeah. But also we saw him alive in Buffy's visions, like she was suffering that PTSD. This episode, it makes sense because Buffy was not around to stop the Master Vampire, so he rises and all hell breaks loose with Sunnydale, literally, because now it's, as Cordy put it, Bizarro Land, and it was Bizarro World, because it was just not right. And yeah, I think that really does show how much of an influence, how much of a good impact Buffy has in Sunnydale. So yeah. But that was a stunning episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!